freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. Show we draft our account from Bronze to Mythic, episode 10, draft 10. In the double digits, folks, for Platinum Tier 3. If you missed the last episode, holy shit, you got to go watch it. Coolest draft of the series by far. Might have been the coolest episode of the series in its entirety. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content there. Reminder, what are we playing for here? All right, so of course, Bronze to Mythic is a show where we draft our account from Bronze to Mythic. The goal being to make it under the line. All right, so the line is 26.5 for this series. It goes up or down by 1 each season. We've been on an upward trend, unfortunately, lately. Missed it by 1 at MH3, 1 in Bloomburrow. It just keeps going up by 1. And then Dustborn and Foundations were not too kind for us. So the line is the highest it's ever been. Kind of embarrassing, honestly, the line is so high. So looking to make the under here. We're in a pretty good shape right now here in draft number 10, Platinum Tier 3. So let's keep rolling on and do our thing. Let's do this. That's so funny. That's actually hilarious. So our last deck was a Rakdos cycling deck, which is not like an archetype. It's supposed to be blue-red cycling. And someone in chat mentioned that they wished we had Cryptcaller Chariot, which is kind of a weird card in this set. It is a 5/5 vehicle for 4 menace. Whenever you discard one or more cards, make that many zombies. So it's kind of weird because like all of the discard cycling payoffs are in blue-red, and this one's just like a weird black one. That being said, it does look pretty fun. So what else have we got in the back here? We got Thundering Broodwagon, Spin Out, Fuel of Flames that'll probably table. I mean, yeah, it's a card that it's almost like a blue-red gold card you'd splash in your blue-red deck, but obviously it would have been good in our last deck too. I'm just gonna take it, I think. I'm down to have some fun. At a Pro Tour, I'd probably take Broodwagon or Spin Out here, but whatever. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Having a good time. Cryptcaller Chariot. It's also an artifact too, which might be relevant. It's also just like a fine card, right? Like, if we end up blue-black artifacts and have like 2 discards, whatever, it's still pretty good. So, all right, we get past the back with a diversion unit, a Wickerfolk, a Ligorian, Soul of whatever, pretty cool mount card.
I was wondering if I could put a little saddle on your back and ride you like a horsey.
Dragon Mount, also Hazard of Dunes, Catalyzer. I have felt that that green has been extremely overdrafted lately, so I'm almost not sad just to hazard away from green, given the option. Wickerfolk is pretty good, honestly. It's a pretty flexible card. It's good against good artifacts. It's gonna miss anything we would draft. I'm not gonna take a red card just yet, and then I don't think I want the hazard. I think it's just Wickerfolk. It's pretty modest, but like it's kind of just like a card that does everything you want it to do. So take the Wickerfolk. We get past the pack with a Broodheart Engine. It's a pretty good card. We did pass the green black vehicle and a Hazard of Dunes, so I don't know if going green's a great idea here. And also this isn't a huge signal because they can be green anything else. So Grim Bauble also just great. A run over. Another Fuel of Flames. Not really seeing any discard payoffs. And so far we have 3 artifacts too. I think Bobble's fine here. Engine is a little bit higher upside, but I think that just taking three black cards that are all artifacts in the first 3 picks is a pretty good way to start a draft. So, and I don't feel inclined to hop off this. So, yeah, run over, Broodheart Engine is a nesting bot too, which is whatever. Yeah, sure, take the Bauble. Keep a train rolling here and see where it takes us. Pack 4. Ride's End and nothing. Maximum Overdrive is okay. Not nearly as good if we're artifact based or discard based because we're not really going to be aggressive. This is really good in aggressive decks, so way to push through. Ride's End is great. It's like by far the best card in the pack. The question, of course, is black-white is not particularly great. It is splashable. It's a collision course also. Howler's Heavy is pretty cool if we end up blue-black because it's a cycling card for the Chariot, but it's also like not an artifact. Not great. Take the Ride's End. Yeah. I mean, like, just take the signal, take the card past to me. Nothing in this pack. I'm not gonna miss any of the cards in this pack, you know. But we end up not playing it. It's fine. But all right, well there we go. Packed Altair is what we're looking for.
Bingo.
That's the reason to be artifacts. We could be black with a little bit of white artifacts as well. But yeah, pretty cool. Otherwise, this pack is a Fuel of Flames in every pack. Lake Ketradon. Ketradon is ridiculous. This is so outdated. The left ranking here is the set review ranking from Luis and Reed and Martin. But I've told Untap they got to update it as the season goes on. It never gets updated. And Ketradon's like the best common in the entire set. But fine. Is it is. But yeah, Packed Altair here, no question. There's a bit of green, but I've liked the artifact decks, and I'm not scared to just like dive into them. And here we go. All right, so Diversion's pretty good. Just artifacts, 2-1 flyer, reasonable enough. The thing about the 6-drop is that like the 6-drops in prior sets have been good, but not necessarily a high pick. Whereas because like they're just like you get them later usually. Ketradon's like ridiculous. So all right, so pretty easy for Diversion unit here. Yeah, nothing else is even remotely close. Land maybe, but yeah, let's take Diversion unit. We get past a Ryzen Necro Regent, which is kind of a weird card. It's pretty good, but you really need to be doing your speed thing and not doing it. You can't start your speed with the Necro Regent.
Prepare ship for ludicrous speed.
That's not good enough. You need to already be at max speed when you cast it. So I'm not really a big fan of this card if we're playing the artifact deck. Whereas Compactor's is great. I'm a big fan of this card. It's cheap artifact for affinity. It's a good removal spell. The best version of this card I've ever seen. This is a main deck playable card. This is not a card that's junk or whatever. So take the Compactor and pick 8. We see not a ton. Let's see. Got Hunger Tyrant, Engineer, Gravestalker, Wrecker. It's funny. Wrecker Mover will probably end up being fine in our deck. It's like an okay card, but it's an artifact and it cycles for my thing, but I'm not going to take one here. Engineer's just a good card. Honestly, the Tyrant's pretty good too. I'm a pretty big fan of this. The Speed Land is cute with the Chariot, but like pretty mopey. I'll take the Engineer, I guess. We're not that far into blue yet. And so we table the Quick Welder from our opening pack. I mean, we could be black-white artifacts. It's a little weird. There isn't like a ton of play for it, but it's the only card in the back that you possibly want. So, I mean, taking the bike could be a thing, but take Quick Welder. Another Quick Welder is pretty nice. All right, so we can also end up being Esper too, but this is a lot of artifacts, which is great. Yeah. And then a Wrangler. I mean, Wrangler is good with the Quick Welders. However, I think starting column is pretty important in these decks. It's very likely we end up Esper, because you usually end up opening a good blue-white or blue-black gold card, having a fixture that can fixture that's pretty great. So, and the engine stuff, you know, could matter as the game is on long. So, take a Fairy. Scoreboard. And last one, sure. Pack 2, what do we get?
I've always felt a certain affinity toward them.
Demonic Junker.
Oh, it's Lazy Helix! Oh my
How
God!
lucky. A black affinity card for our black artifact deck. Must be nice. Nothing else here is even remotely in the consideration. Windmill Slam, do it back, flick, and wait for the next pack. And remind you all, my name is Jim, pro magic player, full-time content creator, hi, very hello, welcome. First, hit that follow button, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, support the content. And if you like the show, want to support it, want to see it succeed, hit the buttons, don't be shy, do the things, please, helps a ton. Also, look for my Pro Tour behind-the-scenes video. Got pushed back a little bit because just a lot of work, honestly. We're putting a ton of work into it. I'm definitely losing money on this project, but whatever, it's fine. It's gonna be really, really cool. That's gonna come out this coming weekend, which is great. And yeah, so we get past the Debris Beetle. I don't know how, given that we passed so many good green and black cards, but whatever. It's honestly a fine splash. Like, we already have the column. The card's insane. Grim Bauble is great. This is a super high value card. I think I'm just gonna take the Beetle here. Yeah, I think I might take like an Aether Spark, some ridiculous card, but Bauble's good, but I think a little bit worse in multiples. And nothing else here is even close. Yeah, I'm sick of the Beetle. If we don't play it, whatever. We're not losing much to take it, and it's super high value. No way we're playing the Beetle. You already mind. We already have a starting column. Might get some lands also. I think splashes are pretty friendly in this format, so only have two blue cards. I don't even want one of them. Like, this card's like not good in the artifact deck. So like, we're basically black white, maybe splash. We'll see. Oh, well, there we go. All right, well,
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my
that's what we're looking for, folks. Haunt the Network is the card we want. We want that, and we want more Packed All Terrors. Yeah, sure. Maybe we're not going to play the Beetle, but that's fine. Again, I think it's really important in the play booster era. Just take the good cards. Maybe you don't play some of them. Who cares? You get so many playables. You don't want to be taking a replacement level card over an absolute banger because the chance of playing it's so high. So take the Network. We get past a Guidelight Pathmaker. That's a banger. Really good card. Yeah. The land is a bit tempting also, but like I don't mind just being a lot of colors. We can just not play Beetle and play Esper like we're supposed to be, so whatever. Take Pathmaker. That's fine. Card's great. So there's a Transit Mage. So we're super open here, which is great. We've already passed 2 Grim Baubles, unfortunately, but Transit Mage is like insane in this deck as far as getting the Packed All Terrors. We don't need to play white either. We can just splash for Ride's End and Pathmaker. We don't have to play the Quick Welders. So, you know, that's fine. So, take Transit Mage. Mage can't get Junker. He can get the 4 and 5 drops. Optimizer, Gravestalker, Raceway, Matrix. I think at this point we're looking to be more base blue, so we'll take the Optimizer. Nothing else here is really playable, so whatever, it's fine. Pretty easy. Sub CD man, needs a resub. It's good. So again, we have 4 white cards. Don't need to play these. The Path Cruise is actually kind of fun. I think this card's fine in this deck. Artifact, it fixes. You end up playing the thing that can animate vehicles sometimes or sack vehicles. Nothing else here is playable, so we'll take the Path Cruiser. May end up being super frisky. Might not play it, but again, high upside pick. Cove Tables, Windmill Slam. Big deal.
That is huge.
Yep. Need lands. The Esper lands are pretty valuable in this set because you tend to be 3 colors in your Esper deck. Here's a Thornwood Falls help splash the Beetle. I'm in, folks. I don't mess around. All right, I'll take the lands. I don't want any of these other cards. They're all just kind of whatever. So, and then a whole different tables also. Absolute banger.
Bingo!
All right.
And yeah, we're doing great. I think Ticket Tortoise is also pretty playable. And then Automaton. I mean, I prefer to play this card, but it's fine. All right, sick. We're playing some colors. Kind of want to pick up a second copy of a starting column to really slow. Listen, all right, if you were playing during Siege Rhino days, you know they always traveled in packs, right? Like, always. So, there we go. We're slamming that. I think that might push us more towards, you know, like blue-black splashing green and white. But yeah, pretty easy pick up. Let's bring it back to Rise End and stuff, but yeah. Give me the Beetle. Right now, so it's really important as your draft goes on that you are constantly evaluating your needs, right? Our needs right now are fixing, period. I'll be taking a dual land over almost anything because our card quality is so high that we just need to do our thing. So, unfortunately, this pack's a real stinker. Not much we really want here. Like, we're already pretty vehicle heavy. Ascendant is like not particularly good in our deck, but nothing else here is like even really playable. Honestly, black hasn't seen super open. We can end up like white, blue, splash black. All right, I'm just gonna take the. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even play this card, but whatever. All right, we can pass to Winter. Winter's pretty good. I could see an argument for taking Night Market over Winter. Winter is not that good. And again, I think that like this is more of a late game card. Our late game's already on tap. We have some deck building to do, that's for sure. But we could end up blue-white splash black and green. Just splash for like Bobble, Chariot, Packdoll, the Beatles, Network Junker. I think it's the land. Yeah, this is a total safety pick here. Blossoming Sand works. That one plays. Another land for us. Rambler's fine. Serpent's whatever. Breaker's fine, but take the land. It's kind of cool also when you're 4 colors that you just have a lot of different lands you can take. Like there's just more. By drafting more colors, there's more lands that are options. So Chariot might not be good in our deck. That is true. We're not really like doing the discard thing at all. Breaker is not a very good removal spell. It's like fine, I guess. Sure. Draw more lands, please. More breakers and a spin out. But again, all right, I think we're splashing white. Yeah, we don't have enough white. So I think we take spin out here pretty happily. Sure. That's good. Take spin out. Memory Guardian. Man, I would just kill for another land, you know? Guardian's great, but Dune Drifter's like not nearly as good as it looks. It's very clunky. Take the Guardian. And alright. I don't think we have any more chances for lands, which sucks, but whatever, it's fine. We are a lot of colors. Sure. Wicker Folk is pretty nice. It's funny because like I think I would actually play a Matrix, but I'm not taking it over Wicker Folk. So catch it on late. Yeah, I mean it just happens, you know. Mangler is not great, but sure. I don't think Interference would make our deck. Ugh. All right. I mean, this pack could have gone better, but I think we're fine. The white is like basically free off of these 2 lands, so I would say we're not playing the Quick Welders. We're still splashing white though. Serpent's good too. Take a Serpent. Like I would say we're blue, black, splashing green and white. I think that's our base. We still have deck building to do for sure, but don't think we're playing the Automaton. Cruiser. We have Cruiser and Column. It's a fun deck, right? It's funny. I actually would have really liked to get one of those matrices, the 2-mana artifact that cantrips, and then 2-mana to activate a vehicle. Like, I would not have minded that card in our deck at all. I think it's totally fine in a deck like this, but if we're kind of extra vehicles that need the artifact, but all right, so it can't even comprehend 4 colors. We're off the freaking matrix here. So 27 cards. Get the remover out of here. Our Chariot is pretty awful, right? We have almost no discard. Yeah, Chariot's awful. Wrangler's not great either, honestly, because we really have a lot of vehicles right now. Guardian rides in. Yeah, we're blue, black, splashing green and white. We've got 2 white cards, 2 green cards. We have great mana, which is awesome. We've got, let's see, the Transit Mage can go find Packdoll Terror, or I mean, Mage finding Beetle's pretty sick. I kind of want this Engineer in my deck, because we have some cheap flyers, but Optimizer, Diversion Unit. Automaton doesn't do much for us, right? It activates the Scrap Compactor. As a, yeah, we think take it towards is a better cheap artifact. Yeah, honestly, with the starting column, activating the Path Cruiser is not out of this world, you know. So let's play the engine. Yeah, I think this is good. So yeah, just light splash of both things. 10-10-2-2. Pretty cool. We have a decent amount of removal. We have Junker, Rise End, Trip Up, Spin Out, Bobble, and Compactor. Not too bad. Our hard quality is pretty high. We have 16 artifacts for our couple of affinity cards, which is good. You know what I think? I think Night Market should have been an artifact land. I think that would have been fun for the limited format. Just get one artifact land in the format for the affinity cards. I think that would have been fun. Otherwise, though, again, Chariot, Wrangler, both just worse than Debris Beetle, obviously. Been a bit too strong. I mean, it's a tap line, whatever, you know. If this is a high pick, great, that's fun. Like, so cool. All right, so let's add our lands. 16 lands is the baseline for best of one. Cove, Sands, Falls, Market. It's funny because, like, we should play a basic, one of each basic for Path Cruiser, but, like, I don't even really want to play one of each basic, you know? The Orzhov creature is too hard to cast, and Tortoise is fine. I have no problem with this card at all in an artifact deck. Let me go Forest Plain. This is, oh, I guess all of our duels are blue. Yeah, 7/7 is not. I think we actually don't want to play the basics. All of our duels are in our splash colors and the column. And like the Path Cruiser. Yeah, we're gonna cut the Path Cruiser and just play. It's either Automaton or one of the 4-mana vehicles. Because we have, yeah, we have 3 sources in our lands, and then the column. We could backdoor of a Tortoise as well. I don't know, it's kind of close. So we gotta get to enough sources for our main colors too. Is there any chance we do have these 2 Welders? Yeah, the Welders are pretty cool in this deck. Are there any other ways to build this deck? What if we were to play less blue? And play the Welders. Welder makes our more expensive cards better, obviously. It also blocks really well, too. Whereas, like, I don't think that the Diversion unit's very good in our deck. Nor this card, either. If we were to really get a little wild in the mana here. We do have double blue for these things, but... and then in that case, you would play the Pathfinder because we're more 3 colors. Interesting. Interesting. Play into the forest. Cut the blue down to a splash. It's only 4 white sources, though. Which is kind of light. Maybe do like this. Transit Mage, Trip Up. The double blue on Drifter and Guardian is kind of meh. But I guess if we're playing, like actually playing more white lands, the Ascendant gets better too. This is a fun one, folks. A lot of deck building to do here. I could see not playing Gearseeker Serpent. Just double blue might not be necessary. We're also like, our top end's pretty great. I think this card is a card that could trip us up. And maybe we just play the Automaton as like a guaranteed, a guaranteed 2-drop that can block and stuff. Mutant Surveyor is pretty mopey. We have a lot of 3s too. I don't hate it. Let's do like this. This puts us at 8 black sources, 5/5 blue and white, not counting Path Cruiser or columns. It's kind of like 7 sources. And then Yeah, I think I like this. The Hull Drifter's a little greedy, but I think it's fine. 10 creatures, 17 artifacts. Card quality is pretty good. The black card's the most important, right? Wicker Folk helps find our stuff too. We can cast all of our black cards early, which is the important part. I think this card's very overrated. It's mostly just a Welkin turn. It's fine, but like we're not really aggressive, so we don't want a random 2/1 flyer in our deck. So, I think this is good. I like this. All right, folks, we're getting frisky here. 4-color Affinity, Siege Rhino, Haunt the Network stuff. Here we are. You know what time it is, folks? It's prediction time. 7 wins, yay or nay, from his pile that I've constructed here. Double Siege Rhino, can't lose, right? What do you think? So hit the button, support the content, leave a comment. Are you a believer or a non-believer? And what do you think? 7 wins, yay or nay? Let's do this. Car and Herb, we had a cool deck. Wanted to come say hi. Killing a shame. -2 Dew Claws. That's Karn for you. All right, hands great keep. Starting column's the banger. Chat coming out at me. And let's do it. Wicker Folk, starting column, Debris Beetle. We got a Fasty Boros deck trying to punish us. No. All right, we got our Path Cruiser too. We're definitely activating Path Cruiser this game, and I'm here for it. Here's Wicker Folk. Surveil. I mean, Path Cruiser will find a land. And then Breaker. Breaker's interesting. Gonna kill their first creature. Yeah, I guess we'll keep the Breaker. I kind of want the Swamp too, though, right? Because we go land. We want to play land 4 without playing Path Cruiser. I'm gonna keep the Swamp. All right, and then we're good to go. Gastral Blockbuster. No sack, sure. Well, that is not the most exciting thing to Momentum Breaker, but I guess it is what it is. If I play Breaker, I can't do other things too. Oh man. I'm just a starting column, so we can just go land Beetle next turn. Or Cruiser and Automaton, but yeah, sure. Whatever.
And here we go. Looks like we're finally getting a race.
Speed 2. Not a main part of our deck, but, you know, speed's cool. Right Field Mustang. Oh my god.
Still a piece of garbage.
I would make a strong recommendation to folks to try and not put either of these cards in their deck. They're both pretty mopey. You'd probably just Breaker and Cruiser here and set up for Beetle and Automaton next turn. We could murder, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, this is fine. They saddle this time for 4, we can murder it next turn, sure. So we'll just Edict, and we'll Path Cruiser for a... Probably just a plane still, we have more white cards in our deck, so... Yeah, that's fun. Brachia.
Increase speed full throttle.
And Path Cruiser. Planes. I can see an argument for getting a Forest because like it'd be easier to activate Path Cruiser, but that's ridiculous. So we're not down that bad. So attack for 3 speeds. There you go. Here's a Broadcast Rambler. Alright. They got a turducken here. Gonna get it with the old turducken.
Am I supposed to ride this thing or what?
I'm fly. I'm pilot.
Alright, in for 3. It's pretty good. Sure. We draw another Wicker Folk. The Courier's 2. So we can... The Beetle actually will speed up for us too, and then we Wicker Folks to crew it. Sure. Let's do it, folks. Automaton is just a cheap creature in our deck. We can always cast it on turn 2. I don't know why they double saddled. Yeah, the turducken there was not necessary. But here's Wicker Folk again. These can crew the beetle. We have a food in play too. Wow. Wow. We don't want either of these, realistically. I guess a green land would allow us to make the cruiser a thing. Maybe we just keep one of the green lands. It's also double blue. Sure. All right, we're going to keep one of these. I think activating this is certainly a real possibility. Not just for the memes, just like making a 6/5 or an 8/7 is pretty real. So let's keep one of these and say go. And Beetle's playing defense. If it dies, whatever. We have Murder and a blocker next turn, leading into activating the Path Cruiser. Sure. Got the Calming attack too, yeah. This thing, if you can activate it, is a 8/7. And they are playing some cards here.
Still a piece of garbage.
Sure. We can double activate. I guess we could, in theory, if they let us. They're just gonna jam. All right. I mean, pass. Sure. Roll says, how many drafts from Bronze to Mythic will I have his handy-dandy scoreboard? There you go. That's the entire series. First season was Ikoria. That's how long it took every single series. Our current line is 26.5, and we're shooting for the under. Draw Forward Falls. Have Murder. I mean, this is all fine. We're just going to say go, so... We're not really in a rush here, you know. If we're going to double activate the Path Cruiser, you know, which it looks like we're going to do, right? Red, green, white, blue, black, and 2 mana to double it. That's got to be an achievement, right? We're ahead on life. We have 4 life right here in the breaker as well. Hello? Are you there, opponent? It's me, Jim. We're having fun with this set, folks. All right? We're having a good time. Our last night was also super fun and went 7-0, so just saying.
Who do you think you are? I am.
What does speed do? I can't explain it to you. You gotta just look it up. Speed starts, deal damage to them, goes up by 1, does stuff. What is going on here? Where are they? All right. Okay. Sure. Just on tap. And maybe if they thought this was instant speed, I guess. I feel like everyone does that at some point, so. All right. So they're just going to say go again. All right. I mean. All right, folks. You wanted it, you got it. I think we're going to double activate Marshall's Path Cruiser. So, play a land. When you activate your next exhaust ability is an mana ability, copy it. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to copy next exhaust ability. Fire up the Wooburg. Copy it. 8-7. 10-9.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Coming in. Leaving back the Beetle on defense, I think. If they have rides in, they can cast it for 5 mana anyway, so they ain't gonna do anything about it. And they had it, they probably would have killed my Beetles, so. They're firing up their Rambler. Are they trying to double block this thing right now? Try to double block the cruiser? What? Really?
How did this happen?
I don't know what's happening, folks. Opponent just likes doing stuff and things and stuff. We got a 10-8. We got BB on defense. We got a murder in our hand. We got life to burn. I don't know what's going on, folks. I'm just playing my game. I'm just here doing my thing. They just like crewing stuff, right? Here's the Rambler. Here come the boys. I'm gonna block. Find out whatever trick they got going for them. Right? Yeah, I gotta block. We'll block the, what can they have here? Like, I want to block the non-vehicle, actually. It's just harder to get vehicles active. Maybe they have a Wrath? That would suck. So, what are the odds my opponent was just like doing weird shit to try and like just, you know, oh, look at this, oh, look at that, oh, look at this. Like, all right, I guess. We can sack the column now because we have all our colors, so let's just sack this thing. And draw. We've had first beetle, yes.
Could have picked a better spot.
What about second beetle? All right, so you go. It's always a second siege run up, folks. I mean, that was a pretty insane Wrath. It was pretty well concealed too. They didn't have double white. Like they were playing things to the board, but 12 to 15. We have 2 removal spells, a 6/6, and 4 extra life. So they have more cards than us, but like we're winning on other metrics. All right. Sure. Just gonna gain some life. So 19 life, 2 removal spells. We have a lot of good draws. We have like, you know, Aetherdrift or whatever. All right, let's cycle this. Well, I guess I'm sorry. I'm gonna do that. They were right. Auto Tapper was right. Cycle this. Perfect gets around by playing bad cards. All right, so we're gonna go. Yeah, that's fine. Say go. Eventually, we'll draw a good spell. We've already drawn quite a few of them, but then we have a few more in our deck, right? We've got what we got going on here. We got Junker, Pathmaker, Haunt the Network, Guardian, Huldrifter, Pactol Terror, Ascendant, a lot of stuff. They play an Unswerving Sloth. I think I would rather compactor this and hold the spin out because it's more mana efficient on future turns. The only downside is that we draw a banger next turn, which is a good scenario to have anyway, so that also works. Sure. So we'll just say go here. We're still gonna use a compactor. What tricks are there that would save it from this? I can't even think of any. Just say go. Yeah, very dead. Very, very dead. Spectacular pileup. It's a weird card because like it's hard to break the symmetry, but this is the slower format is better for Wraths. I haven't really enjoyed Wraths very much in Limited in the last year or so because like everything's so aggressive usually, but all right, so play Coordinator. They scry 2. Might be Rides ending the sloth thing and just top.
Inconceivable!
Nobody tops. All right. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna Ride End. Rides End. I'm worried here. We need to like actually draw a threat of some kind, you know? This card is... We kind of need to kill this card. It's not great, but like, if they get 1 power off, it's pretty bad. Oh, I'm supposed to spend the mana too. All right, whatever. We'll kill this. All right. Sure. It's still 3 cards in hand. They topped. Draw Swamp. I mean, once again, there are good spells in our deck. We'll draw them eventually, hopefully. Burnout Bastronaut. Another Sloth. Oh my god, man. Alright. Their deck is something. Dude.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
A lot of heaters. They play a Spire Mech Cycle. This crews for 2 or taps a mounted vehicle. We draw a Quick Welder. Okay. Not great. We have Junker, Pathmaker, Haunt the Network, Guardian, Hull Drifter, Packdoll Terror. Oh my god. We're taking so many stinkers. Alright. Yeah, we're taking a bunch.
That's it, man. Game over, man.
Oh, nope, never mind. Alright, we draw Pathmaker. We can Pathmaker into the Affinity guy or a Hull Drifter. Cast Pathmaker, take a look. This is probably the best draw in our deck. So
That is huge.
Junker or Hull Drifter. Our deck is 3 lands, all spells. Because like Hull Drifter is like drawing 2 cards. Your deck is all gas. It's pretty insane. If they have our removal spell for the Pathmaker, then we just lose. Junker's a 4/3. It can block the Mustang. Pathmaker can also block too. Man, this is tough. They're both vehicles. So they don't block. Like they don't block particularly well. I kind of want Drifter. I think. Like, just go for broke. They're almost out of cards. And like, if we get Junker and we just draw a land thing. I mean, the mech slot gets blocked by this thing too. Does it have trample? No. I'm gonna get Drifter. Listen, if I'm gonna die, I'll die drawing cards. Draw 2. Sure. Not ideal, but fine. Alright, so I mean, Pathmaker can block. We can also recrew if we have to. If we crew this then to block, they kill it, we can crew the Hull Drifter. If they don't. Yeah, sure, so. Alright. The sneaky Bastronaut's getting in. We cannot block it. And it's going to be a little difficult to deal with, but 2 lands in deck. We have 1 land and 10 spells in our deck. And they're going to have max speed, and we're going to be at like 6. Yeah, that's...
No, that's a lot of damage.
Is our last land on top of our deck? That is the question. Take 5, you go to 7. They have max speed.
So we gotta speed things up.
Alright. Draw. That was pretty good. Second Quick Welder. Crew 3, eh? Let me just say go. Like, we can just top the Bastronaut. It's like not great, but it is what it is. This thing has haste, isn't ideal. Well, I mean, they're finally drawing some lands, which is good. So, you know, they've been through over half their deck, and they've had a lot of spells. So, they still have his roads here, which I'm not gonna mouse over, but they do have a random pilot just sitting there. Yeah, we have a Bobble in our deck. Again, our deck is literally 10 cards. We know all the cards in our deck. They're all really good. So Haunt the Network. All right, they're going to saddle up the Mustang.
Well then, giddy up.
An attack with the Mustang and the Mech Cycle. So I'm going to try and eat this thing. If they'll let me. And we'll just trip up on the Mech Cycle. I'm going to block just in case they have, like, I don't know, something I'm not considering. So it's at least blocked. All right, and then we'll trip up on the big idiot and eat the 4/4. Sure.
Yeah.
Lightning strike. Okay, sure. So that was their plan. They have a lightning strike. That's fine. I am pleased with that. It's been a weird game. Definitely a weird game. Okay, so we draw Pact All Terror, which is fine. Cost reduction really coming into clutch here on turn 114. They go to 11. In theory, the Bastronaut is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. Yeah, I mean, leave blockers back. All right. Blocking the thing with everything would kill it at somewhat great personal cost, but... All right, well, they're going to play Mech Cycle instead. Sure. I got our next all gas. So we have one land and 2 land. Why is it 2 land? 2 swamps? There's only 1 land. Whatever. They're going to Mech Cycle. It is a 5/4. They're going to attack. Okay. Everything's face up here, so we're just going to block, I suppose. This seems like a pretty good trade for us. And they also I mean, our opponent clearly is a newer player. Is what it is. There's weird things happening in this game all over the place.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
That's lethal, right? That's lethal, right? Oh, it's not. I can't crew this. That's still lethal, though. Yes, this is lethal. Even without the crew, it's lethal. Holy moly! All right, well, we'll take it. All right, weird game, not a pretty game, but it's a game we won, which is good for us.
Blouses.
I don't know. What I do know is that we're brought to you by Team JB Hobbies. If you're looking for fun games, not necessarily weird games, really, really awesome hobby shop run by one of my moderators, and just such cool stuff. If you're looking for an awesome gift, what's coming up? Valentine's Day coming up? Nope, that was last month. What's in March? What day is it? St. Patrick's Day. Any St. Patrick's Day people going? Easter's coming up. Birthdays, whatever. All right, awesome gifts. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what year it is, but they're really, really cool stuff. Very impressive, handmade, good stuff. Check them out. TeamJBHobbies.com. Promo code Jim5. 5% off your order. TeamJBHobbies.com. Swamp Patrol's birthday is coming up. There you go. Everyone buys stuff for Swamp Patrol, right? And it's great keep. Compactor, take a tortoise, and a murder. March Madness, sure. John B. It's John B's store. All right, market, Pact All Terror, gas. I'm gonna hold the tortoise. We have Pact All Terror. We only have 3 lands. It's possible we just don't draw lands for the next 2 turns, and we can actually do this thing. Wow, that's sick. They play a Mechadent Core Guidelight. That's a good card. That is a good card. All right, now I'm gonna play the tortoise. I think. I just bolt it, right? Maybe we should compactor it and kill it. I'll just kill this thing. Yeah, this thing's pretty ridiculous. Before they can defend it. Kind of weird they would just play this into my bolt, right? But whatever. Not gonna complain. Just gonna take it. Arena Open Day 2 yesterday didn't go great. I had a pretty good deck, but I went 2-2. I played bad the first match. This card's really good. Yeah, really cool card. Did start their speed. Here's a Glory Hearth Lynx. Also, oh my god, we have drawn. Oh my god.
I'm in control here.
Ah! The Voltron!
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Wow. 3-card Tron is usually pretty impressive. 4-card Tron. is something else. No! Alright, that sucks. Alright. They're playing Raceway in their 3-color deck. Jeez. We draw Blossoming Sands. Okay. No double block's pretty annoying. This is pretty lame, honestly. We have a really, really pathetic looking Haunt the Network. I mean, I guess Tortoise just block. I was gonna play Tortoise and block, like, whatever. Trying to, you know, side quest the treasure from a Tortoise would require a lot of work. So Packdoll Terror. Getting terrorized. Quick Wielder. Sure. That's fine. Get their planes. Good exchange. Whatever. They got 5 cards. I mean, and an Ox, too. Yeah, the Cannibal Ox over here. Let me draw a Transit Mage. Good pickup. What are we getting? One of our Siege Rhinos, maybe? Probably just Holdridge, actually, right? Just like... Yeah. This thing protects all side, but a counter-target creature. This game could definitely start spiraling out of control. So we can get Siege Rhinos, Memory Guardian, or Drifter. The problem with the Beetle is if they just, like, kill my Transit Mage. I guess I could Haunt the Network then and make like, a recrew. I kind of don't want to draw cards, though. I could just draw a Beetle later, you know? Like, we also need black really bad for the spin out. I'm getting the Drifter. And then I'm going to play the land. We need second blue anyway. They have a discard effect, whatever. Also want to make land drops with my Drifter, so... Here's a Nesting Bot. Right. The spells they've played all look really good. Their lands look pretty weird, but... Let's attack. And protect from my blocker. That's good. 15, huh? Speed goes up too. Oh, please stop. Alright. I think this game we might be might have stumbled a little too much. That's horrendous. Okay. Haunt the Network. Jeez. We Drifter, just draw land and play the Breaker. Breaker at least stops the crew, I guess. This is not good though. Yeah, they might be dead this game. No, it's tap lands. All right. Say go. Take infinite. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We did gain a life. We got that going for us.
Everyone needs to drive a vehicle, even the very small.
I saddled up and away I did go, riding.
Kind of weird they would target the Rambler with the counter, right? I just thought I'd protect it with the Ox. Yeah. Alright. This is going to be a pretty hard game to win. Be lying if I said otherwise. We're going to go to 11. And now have max speed. We draw a Wicker Folk. Welder? Wicker Folk. No, can't do that. I can't Welder Haunt the Network either. Oh, it's lack of black mana. We're playing a lot of black. We're playing like 9 black sources. Like, this is kind of just a little unlucky, but not looking good. Not looking good. Yeah, whatever. Should I cast our spells? Casting Haunt now is just like not gonna win the game, I don't think, so. Awesome, Theodore. Back reset, thanks so much. Draw our Sunfall. That would be nice. Would be nice. Alright, Surveil. It's pretty good. Pathmaker and Swamp. Already cast our Packdoll Terror. Pathmaker could find the Affinity card. I don't have enough artifacts for it, though. 3/6. Yeah, not really. I'm trying to Swamp first. Alright. We say go. I think we're pretty dead, but... we can... I mean, Breaker Haunt's not very good either. The Ox protects the 6/5 as well. Yeah, they might have just gotten us this game. Again, kind of where they've only played white cards. They have like the Swamp and this colorless land in play, which looks really weird, but... might have flown a little too close to the sun here with our natural Tron. Alright, so they're going to attack. Crew here's 3. Until... I think Drifter just blocks, chump blocks. Just hard to use, so... could have their own haunt too, yeah, for sure. We'd be very dead to that, so... Alright. Can we turn this game around is the question. Breaker kills the 1/1 flyer or the nesting bot. It's not great. Spin out doesn't do much, though. I guess it would kill the Ox, in theory, if I kill the big thing. If I spin out, though, I can't play any other spells, which is really awkward. I think this turn probably needs to be Breaker plus Haunt the Network, and then next turn can be Pathmaker spin out. Oh, shit, I'm sorry, I can't. We're mana short on that. Network drains for 4. Makes 2 blockers. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Edict not very good against Nesting Bot and Thopter Token, you know? Just not really, not what we were going for. They sack the Nesting Bot. And... we haunt the network. I've had better haunts.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
It's good. It's fine. We dead yet? Pathmaker for... 6. I'm just gonna sanity scoop. We're just dead. Alright. GG. Opponent's deck, again, looked a little weird, but seemed pretty good, so it's fine. It happens. Oh, on the edge of platinum, too. I mean, like, this is fine, right? We just automaton to cruiser for planes. We found our swamps from last game. We can guess murder this game, that's for sure. We're also set up for our double activate again. Oh, more swamps? Perfect. Fantastic.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Whose idea was this anyway? Huh? Alright, whatever. Sure. So, land. We're cruising. Getting our planes. And saying go.
Because of our affinity for disobedience.
That's our play! You can't debris Beetle. That's transformation into Beetle is our play. You son of a... Alright, whatever, fine. I don't like them anymore. We're not friends. Say go. We can also just crew this thing too. Crew 5 is a lot, but it's not like impossible. Alright, they have a land at least. So, alright. Opponent's stealing our plays. Oh my god, they also have a mascot against my artifact deck. That's not good. We draw Memory Guardian, it costs 1 blue. We can't play it, though. Alright, well. Here's Embalmed Ascendant. We could crew Pathmaker and attack here. I think I'm going to, actually, right? We just, like, get in. They don't have good blocks, and then our 0-4 blocks this stuff anyway. And 6 damage and a speed is very relevant. Cool. Alright, so go. Speed up.
I know how to speed things up.
Freaking Mario Kart track here.
I'm a Luigi, number 1.
Alright, here comes Debris Beetle. That's fine.
I can fly. I'm pilot.
And a Scurryfoot. Alright, their deck is pretty good. 1817. Blue source? No, it's a free scrap compactor. That being said, we need to use it for 6, so sure. No viable attacks here. I mean, trading Path Cruiser for Beetle will be fine. So just play stuff and say go. Once we draw blue, we're in great shape. This game is not going to be ending for a while, so I'm feeling okay about this. Pathmaker's pretty sick. Compact the Scurryfoot? Nah, I'm going to save it for something bigger. Scurryfoot's, it's very important to think about things in context of the game you're currently playing, right? Is Scurryfoot good? Yes. Is compactoring a Scurryfoot a reasonable play? Often. But look at the board right now, right? We've got 2 2-4s and an 0-4. So a 2-2 and a 3-3, not very exciting on this board. We got bigger fish to fry. This game is not ending for a while. So I think 6 mana kill a big thing to be much more important as the game goes on. I just cannot copy it's only copies exhaust abilities.
Like Buck says, you can't do that twice.
If I could copy the compactor, that'd be sick, but it would be cool.
No, you can't. Don't even try.
What's up, nitpicking nerds? Yeah, we got a spicy one here for sure. You're playing. What color are you playing? Yes. They say go. 6 mana up, 5 cards in hand. They do have the activation on Scurryfoot though, but still a little scary. We draw a Wicker Folk. All right, well, I guess we're fishing for blue. And finding it, column is the stones here. Like, column solves all of our woes and does so for free. It costs 1 mana. We get the mana right back. So, all right, we'll just say go. We're in no rush. All right, so they're going to send a Scurryfoot. Sure. Oh, Automaton works with the... Oh, right. I can use this to use a compactor. Right, duh. Yeah, right, yeah. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to the show. If that's what you meant, chat, you're right. I'm wrong. Whatever.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Pester. That's great for us, because we have activation up, too. All right, they got... All right, well, there... Now we might be inclined to want to kill the Scurryfoot. Would I rather kill Scurryfoot or the Refueler itself? That's the question. Probably the Refueler itself. Just give them give them another 3-3. Again, 3-3s aren't very good in this board, so that's fine. So they Scurryfoot. We'll compactor the Refueler. This is going to be a long one, folks. Buckle up, grab a Snickers, etc., etc. Alright, so we're just gonna kill this. So they can't, otherwise they can just do it every turn. We kill the Scurryfoot and then just draw any other exhaust card. It's a disaster, so. Alright, so, untap. And now we go 1 mana starting column. What a deal!
Here comes the money.
And then we can Pathmaker or Guardian. Pathmaker, I would like to get Muldrifter, but we can't cast it yet. We have Drifter, our own Debris Beetle, which honestly isn't even that good on this board. Pactol Terror is great, not castable though. And like... Yeah, Junker, ETB, strike 1 target creature that player only kills creatures. Interesting. Interesting. What do I want to get here? And poking with our Wicker Folk. It's kind of cute. There's no sneaky reach. Pathmaker. I mean, Pact Altair is, like, interesting, but, like... It's probably just Junker and play the long game. We'll just kill whatever big thing they get later. Obviously, it's face up, which sucks, but... Alright, let's Pathmaker. Again, I really would love to get Moldrifter, but... Alright, let's search. I think it's just Junker. Debris Beetle just trades off with their board. They have a bunch of their 3/3s in play. Pact Altair... Not enough cards in our hand to make that scary, I think. I think it's Junker. Could cast it right now. We're not going to. They have nothing worth killing, so we'll just say go. And we're just playing the waiting game, honestly. I mean, our deck's pretty powerful. Our speed's going up. We have Ascendant in play also, so...
Because of our affinity for disobedience.
Nothing like a 1 mana 4/5, 4/3 Necrotal and 1 mana 3/4 flyer, you know? There's still a lot of cards in their hand, so this is going to be... Probably going to keep going for a bit, but we killed the important card. They milled this card, which is cool. Just chilling. Remember, folks, first hit that follow button. Watching YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. While we're waiting for our opponent here.
Anyone home?
Hit the buttons, do the things, support the content. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, ChristianMingle.com, Twitter, JDate, Blue Sky, MySpace, etc., etc. Just go find me everywhere. Jim Davis MTG. Farmers only. Necrotal.
Pointlessness.
Grinder, sure. Don't discriminate. Everywhere's good. Thopter Fabricator. That's pretty good. And Nimble Thopterist. Alright. They have now gotten in the air. Sure. Still nothing worth killing. M. Goody resub, thanks so much. Tap and draw. It's the card I wanted to search for anyway, right? Okay, so I guess we just play Memory Guardian and say go. We can't really attack anymore. I would love to get that last speed, but I think we're just chilling. Realistically, nothing worth junking yet, so. Brawn resub. Yeah, F's in chat for Skype, right? Skype has been canceled. There's no more Skype anymore. Just say go. This thing can also kill my stuff, too. If I wanted to kill my own, like, automaton or something like that, just to make it a 6/5. Trying to attack. I guess, you know what? Maybe I should have attacked. Because they probably wouldn't Kruvis and block with me having the Junker in my hand face up. It's still, it's a good 1-for-1. I don't know, honestly. Alright. Now they're firing the Debris Beetle. Interesting. Okay. 6/6 Trample Siege Rhino. And just the Beetle. I mean, blocking with Path Courier is like the best thing possible, right? We should have a good way to actually make use of this card, which is difficult to do. And we'll take this opportunity. If they have a trick, I don't really care, I don't think, so. They have a way to recur the Beetle. I think it's fine, too. This game isn't really about damage. This is more of like a long game, so. 16 life, make the trade, no problem. That one's also really good. Sure. Earth Rumbler. Omnivore. Sure. Let's draw Blue Source, please. That's fine, too, actually. That's actually that's our speed, too. Wow, that's a good draw. We've drawn pretty hot in the last few draw steps. So Pack Doll's our final speed, and now our Blood Artist is online. Again, I'm not really inclined to junk or anything, so I think we're just gonna say go. And yeah, our blocks are good. Kind of a classic Aetherdrift board stall where like everyone's got good blocks, so you can't really get through that hard. Kind of a classic Magic game, just like drawing stuff and killing things and just trying to have a plan for the long game. And now we wait.
Anyone home?
Just gotta know what the vibes are. You know, you just gotta know what your plan is. So
Harnessing the good energy, block out
just gotta do it.
Harness, energy, block.
Any blue source, phenomenal draw for us. It's a pretty big tilt. All right. I mean, I guess it's fine. Like, they just use a premium kill spell by 1/2, so sure. We can sack it to our Junker, which is cool too. So yeah, it could be worse. You know, like we trade the Pathmaker for the Earth Rumbler. They still can't really attack, and we're just like packed all terror chipping away. So waiting for a blue. Just saying, sure, it's fine. Or how about that, folks? 2 mana for a Siege Rhino, right? Do we want to attack? No, because all of our attacks are bad, because like we're trading down for 2/3/3, which is bad, so whatever. Play Debris Beetle. One beetle to another says I'm lucky to meet you. Nothing like Pathmaker and Beetle hanging out together. And we'll just say go again. Our last 5 draw sets have been pretty ridiculous. All the cards we were considering drawing off of Pathmaker, we've just drawn them all in succession in the last like 4 turns. So, play an Aether Hive, very good, but no current exhaust abilities available.
We'll exhaust our impulse power long before then.
And draw planes. Didn't want to draw that, but it's fine. I don't think trading off the Beetle's very good. Yeah, we're just gonna say go. Like, hold the land for a possible discard vehicle. We are pretty land dense. We are due to draw some lands. Again, our last like 5 draws has been pretty sick. Oh, it's a tap ability. We can kill this. All right, that's sketchy. Why would they play this into my Junker? All right. Yeah, we're gonna kill that. It makes it Thopter too. We draw Ride's End. That's actually a pretty good draw because now we're insulated against their next threat. So sure, they have Defend the Rider. We have Ride's End, so that's fine. Cast Junker.
Because of our affinity for this obedience.
Target the thing. Drain for 1. Also target my own Ascendant. So grow a Junker. It works.
Bingo!
All right.
Sure. And I guess say go. Again, like trying to attack with my 6 power creatures, like, isn't great. Could kill the Fabricator to get in the air. That's true. Maybe we'll end step that. See what's going on. I'm a little scared of their last card too. Why would they just give away their Mind Spring? But now they're gonna fire the Fabricator too. All right, well we're just blocking, so. What do you got, friend? We got backup plan. A trade here is great. Fabricator for Memory Guardian is awesome. What is going on here? All right, this game's starting to get weird, folks. How did this happen? Sky Serpent Seeker. Sure. Yeah, they have a plan. Are they getting impatient? It happens a lot, honestly, in board salts against where players just got to start getting frustrated, start doing things. Draw Wicker Folk. Again, I just don't think we're doing anything. I think we're just going to play this and say go. Pack Doll's chipping away. And Surveil 2, those are both bangers. No blue for Drifter, but definitely want the spin out as an insurance policy, I think. I'm going to bin this, though, I think. We can, like, leave it on top and just cycle it, I guess, right? That's fine. So, we have Haunt the Network, too, right? So, we're drawing to that. So, we have the inevitability here, which is a very important thing to note. Does the Wicker Folk want to get in? No. So, yeah. A Seeker. They do get a Thopter. But we have these 2 Wicker Folks for 23 life. They reveal a Buccaneer. Alright, Bucko. They have We have 17 cards to their 13. You gotta know all the angles here, you know? Many possible for ways for this game to end. So that might have been why they returned Fabricator, Refueler, and Mascot. That is pretty nasty. Why they want to trade it. So that was their last card. That's a good last card to have. But we only have 2 kill spells on tap. The Refueler's got to go. That one's... The Refueler and the Mascot. Although Mascot can't even do that much on this board. Refueler, though, is a non-starter. So they do this... They can only do it once anyway, so... That's fine. And here's the Mascot. So... Mascot is worth 1 shatter. Make an attack with it, crew it, and then kill 1 thing. I'm going to kill this Refueler. I should have waited. It doesn't have to do this now. I don't know what I'm doing, but it doesn't matter. It's all face up, so... Exile that. So that was the plan. The plan was to rise from the wreck. I think that is good for us. Untap. Draw murder. Say go. Obviously they have to saddle first, and then we can decide if we want to kill this or not. Pactile Terror is not like mandatory here. You know, like they kill the Pactile Terror, it's like whatever. We have Haunt the Network in our deck, so and this happens a lot this format where like it ends up being your deck versus their deck, where it's just like what cards do you have left, you know? We have Haunt the Network, a Breedle, a Trip Up, a Mage, a Breaker, a Tortoise, a Bobble, and then a lot of lands. We're actually pretty land dense right now. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I meant it the other way. All right. Buckle up.
Well then, giddy up.
Okay. So they're gonna. I think this is fine. I'm not gonna burn the murder here. Are they going for an even bigger attack? Okay. Okay. So must make sure his Mascot dies. This is an interesting choice. This doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to do this now before I block, because now I just get a free crew. Sure, whatever. This is the worst thing in play. We're gonna block with this. Let's crew this. So this dies. This blocks and trades. And that's pretty good for us. There's Fabricators, sure. Feeling pretty good on like multiple angles here, honestly. We have like ducking is a possibility. Haunt the Network is in our deck also. We're still looking for a blue source. I could buy cycling here, honestly. Trying to get our blue source online. With Haunt the Network in our deck, like we're just looking for that to win the game, so I'm just cycle this. I also don't think that a bounce spell is very relevant in a game like this, where the game's gonna go. They're just gonna draw the card back anyway. So, draw another swamp. Sure. Just say go. Again, we have a lot. Our deck is over half lands right now. We've drawn pretty hot in the mid game, so. Here's a Fabricator. I think we might murder this. 6 is a lot, and the lower we get, the more chance they have to just Alpha Strike us and kill us. So, yeah, I'm gonna kill this. I don't love this, but. Any thought to trip up my own Pathmaker? I did not consider that, but I don't love that. So most of our good draws aren't artifacts at this point, so take 2. Down to 19. Play Lumbering World Wagon. That is... It's large. I mean, if they had one to give it trample, that would suck. But we are going to need to beat most of their deck here. So, all right, please just draw freaking blue source. All right, that's fine. I'll take it. Honestly, it's fine. Now, next turn we can Drifter and then get deeper and find this Haunt the Network and win the game. Their deck's pretty good. Yeah, their deck is quite good. Like, blue-green, one of the best decks in the format with a black splash is pretty common. They have a ton of great card quality here. We can put the Beetle on the thing, soak some trample up if they have a trample effect. Getting into our next turn is like pretty important. That's when we're gonna start drawing cards. All right. If they have +4/+4 and trample, I don't think there's a reasonable way to play around that. It doesn't really kill us either. We could put the extra 2/2 on. That's like super conservative though. Need to worry about being alpha striked too, so yeah, if they had the plus before, they'll probably just jam. So yeah, I think this is fine. I think they're just they seemed interested in trading earlier anyway, so great. All right, cool. Trade again. That's fine. We still have 2, 4, 6, 7 artifacts in play, about to have 8. So Haunt is lethal. They have more lands than us? Yeah, they definitely have more lands than us. Let's Drifter first though. Drifter draw. I guess we can't cast Haunt the Network yet. Oh, we can't. They're in Tortoise, so. Draw 2. We draw Bauble and Island. That's cool. Bauble can search for our Haunt the Network, too, so. Here's a Bauble. Kill the flyer. Take a Tortoise. Get a treasure. Alright. We have 10 cards in deck. We have 3 looks next turn. So we can Bauble and Surveil. So, they have 7 cards in deck. There aren't really any counterspells in this format either. Like, it's funny, cancel will probably be great in this format. The usual, like, cancel with upside. What a game. All right. They have their own Pitted Automaton. You got it. They don't got no exhausts.
Sounds like a one-time only trick.
They're going to sideswipe and kill my Pathmaker. Sure. We can stack the column too, it's right. Yes, and I think next turn we're going to find this Haunt, so. I agree, I think a slow format's like a great change of pace. You know, the last, like, the majority of sets of the last 2 or 3 years have been like super fast tempo formats, get in the board, do your thing, attack, 2 drops, yada, yada, yada. This is a fun change of pace. I'd be surprised if they're playing Haunt the Network. It seems very bad in their deck. They only have, like, you know, so many artifacts. They happen to make Thopters this game, but. Patience. 18 life. They might actually be looking to just jam all out here, honestly. Because they realize how many cards we're going to see next turn. Fire up the Aether Hive. I'm sensing a Leroy. We are going to obviously line up a bunch of blocks. Need to maintain our artifact count if possible. Drifter is fine. All right, yeah, we're just gonna block. So okay. We're at 18 life here, which is a pretty good number. Block here, here, here. Let's see how this looks. Right now we have 10 unblocked. Oh, I have this guy too. Hold on. Let's maybe actually put this here and this here. So now we have 7 unblocked These blocks look great for us. There isn't really like a mass pump spell at instant speed. My deduction here is my opponent's being very impatient and thinking they're going to die. Problem is they're also like mostly dead in the backswing too, so this might just be a concession. Whoa! Alright, well, we're going to need that Haunt the Network. That's a pretty sick card to play too. So they get 10 insects. Alright, I mean, we got a lot of looks here, folks. Here we go. First ball up is a Scry, or whatever, Surveil. It's funny. I don't think the beetle isn't good enough. We need to find Haunt the Network or we lose. So we have 2 damage. We actually have 5 damage in the air. It's still not enough though. I think it's just Haunt the Network, yeah. 5 in the air, then we just die. Yeah, it's Haunt or Bust. I think if they hadn't played that, it wasn't Haunt or Bust, but now it is Haunt or Bust. So, all right. Does Beetle win? I have Doctors too. I'm sorry. I can't even see. All right. Dump both of these. Draw for turn. Draw for turn. That's another look. All right, here we go.
And here we go. Looks like we're finally getting a race.
All right. 5, 6, 7. It's only 9. But it's fine because they only have 2 blockers, so we're good. All right, so discarding the Swamp. And we were going to Haunt the Network. We got 1.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
Game. Blouses.
I think that game, obviously it was a great game. It was really, really cool, fun game, awesome. But I think that game was a really, really good example of understanding what the end of the game is going to look like. I think that we knew what we were playing to. We knew we were drawing to Haunt the Network. We knew we were, we had card draw. We knew what we needed to do at each stage of the game. And our opponent, I think they knew they were playing to this, but they made some attacks that just kind of traded resources. It didn't I guess that's kind of what they want to do with this. But I don't know, either way, I mean, on both sides, both opponents, and both players trying to figure out what's the end of this game going to look like? How do we get there? And what do we need to do to maintain to do that? They wanted to trade for this guy. We wanted to maintain as many artifacts as possible for our Haunt the Network and also draw enough to get there and stuff. So yeah, really, really cool game. Really difficult game for sure, but good stuff. Our opponent's attacks, they never really taxed our blockers. They always sent in one big thing by itself, making it pretty easy for us to just crew one of our big things and block. I think that they could have picked their spots a little better. I don't know exactly. I have to watch the whole game and analyze. It's a very, very difficult game or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, cool game. Obviously, played to our outs, got there. Good luck, lucky. Yes. We're gonna keep Cycler, kill spell, 2 kill spells, almost all of our mana. So a lot of looks and got there. Their deck was really good too. We drew well also, but all right. So good Grim Bobble target. Actually, we're gonna shut Automaton. Automaton can cycle our trip up for cheap on the cheap. So. All right, they are coming in. Good green commons. All right, well, we are going to cycle for a land. I think making a land was more important than saving 2 damage, so let's cycle this. All right, we're going to kill this Scurryfoot and Sigio and not be very happy about things. We can upkeep the Surveil with our Automaton. More blue-green decks. Oh my god. Okay, sure. Come at us here. Alright, let's do this upkeep. Just find a land. Decided to kill Vanguard or Scurryfoot based on early game versus late game. This is a better beatdown card. This is a better long game card. I think if we get to the long game, we're going to win. That's my reasoning there. So, I want this Junker really bad. We got dump Junker, unfortunately. That sucks, but is what it is. We now have mana for Ryzen, which is cool. And then we should draw their land. Yeah, sure. All right, that's fine. Not the best, is what it is. So go to the main, play a land, say go. And I imagine they'll just pump their Scurryfoot here. Yeah, we'll ride Zen the Vanguard. So get rid of the Vanguard, take 3. 0-4 blocks the 3-3. We're not in bad shape here if we draw a land. We didn't draw a land, we drew a Breaker. That's like fine, I guess. Alright, Breaker up. Kill thing. Probably like a 2-2, sure. It's fine, say go. We can gain 1 life if we want to. We really need to draw a land here, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the greediest card in our deck. We don't have that many blue sources, but... Alright, so there's Pothole Mole. Land, Catcher Dawn. Look! It's our Mario Kart!
I'm a Luigi, number 1.
Get it? You get it? It's a reference to things.
Pointless nostalgia.
Take 1. Alright. I mean, Pact Altair, come on, buddy. Alright. Well, we didn't draw our blue, but that's still good. This also speeds up for us and blocks the board pretty well. So go. Now we have 2 life on our Breaker. Murder available. That's a good murder target. Sure. That's fine by me. That's gotta go. Where are they? Elephant. Attack for 1. Alright. They got a mountain too. 2 cards left. Sure. I'm gonna hold this. Sick. Alright. Now we're doing it.
Get off my plate.
Say go. Board's pretty good. We handle 3/3s pretty well. Obviously, they play a big thing, we're screwed, but we have Pathmaker also, we draw land. And it looks like they're hopefully flooding. Just an exhaust.
I'm going to exhaust you.
Sure. Oh.
Bingo!
It sucks so much we had to bin this thing. The Junker. When Surveil's worse than Scry, you know? Alright, so we're going to have Pathmaker. This is also going to Momentum Breaker. Debris Beetle. Yeah, the Beetle seems great here. We just Beetle up. Yeah, ship it. Give him my Beetle! How many times do you think that guide like Pathmaker has fetched Debris Beetle in this draft format? Give me an honest number. I have my number in my head. I have a number in my head. I mean, for everyone in the entire format. All right, untap. They're out of stuff to do. Also, sick. All right, well, it's right out time. My guess is 942. A lot of games are played in Arena. It's obviously a great card to get with it. 942. So, all right. I mean, attacking with Pathmaker is not great because I have no crew back on defense. Looking for second blue. This is fine. We just say go. I think we're like pretty well D'd up here. Yeah, sure. We have 4 life coming from this thing too, so. They say go. Yes, I do have Pathmaker and Debris Beetle in play. Big whoop. Want to fight about it? Alright, let's take 3. Blue source, probably best draw. They're flooding, which is good. They play a land, but they have 3 yards in hand. Gain 4.
Drop down and increase speed.
That was an awesome draw. Honestly, that's great.
That is huge.
We can even cast it too. Oh wow, woo boy, we're cooking, folks. We're doing it.
technology.
All right, so Drifter. Quite the pile of vehicles here. A little vehicle flooded, but drain, draw. We draw.
Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity.
We'll say go. We are. This is what I was saying about kind of wanting that 2-mana artifact that like cycles and cruise vehicles. It's like fine in an artifact deck, and then like we're pretty vehicle heavy, so. All right, so we. Is it time to start getting in? Not really. Oh, that was a great draw. Also, man, we're just doing it, folks.
On the machine.
Okay. I actually think I like Guardian double crew attack. Maybe we turducken into the Path Cruiser. Yeah, I like that. So let's go Guardian. We're gonna Beetle. So I think it's Trample. Want to keep this thing around? Yeah. So let's crew. Yeah, so we're gonna crew this. Again, we call this the turducken.
But it's all thanks to my crew, really.
Put the Pathmaker into the Path Cruiser. And attack. And they don't know we've got 4 more drains coming, too. We're trucking. Triple block the Path Cruiser. Sure. No, I'll kill the elephants. Arena wants that mole dead. I don't know why, but... Alright, and then we're Coven. And Beetling. And I think this might be it, folks.
Somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
Alright, you're up. It ain't the first one that gets you, folks. It's always the second siege run if it gets you. Someone clip that piece. That'd be a good short. Opponent's fuming right now. Fuming! Opponent is just shaking. Literally shaking. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. All right, we're back in. I mean, yeah, this sounds great. I mean, we have on the draw, Automaton into Cruiser for black. Sure, that's great. Keep. All right, turn 1 Molt Tender off the ugliest forest you've ever seen. Hook Alder's pretty good this hand, too. We have a lot of, obviously, a lot of artifacts, so. Swamp. Forest. Lagak. Sure. Lagak and then no attack. The no attack Lagak. Alright. We need to draw land. You know, but sure. They mill over a dinosaur?
Good lord.
Don't ram it, please.
Gigantism.
No blocks. Beast Rider Vanguard. Draw Swamp. God, we're so good at Magic. Just God's gift to Magic over here. Alright, so Swamp. We're on a Quick Welder, so we can do a lot of spells next turn. So play Quick Welder and say go. And they cycle a Locust Spray. Cool. All right. I mean, we got plenty of time here to get things done. They want to fire at a saddle, it's fine. All right. Surveyor. It's fine. And a Molt Tender. Okay. I mean, they're almost out. We draw like, oh man, we're actually like going off this turn. So we go Quick Welder, Path Cruiser for green, Wicker Folk. We can do all of that? Sure. Quick Welder. Oh, we can't! So I can't do... I have to get a black with the Path Cruiser. That's fine. We'll just get So no Wicker Folk. That's fine. It's still worth it though. Yeah, sure. Well, I'm at a Path Cruiser. I'm happy with our deck building choice to play these. Like I think being greedy was a good choice. Get our green, play it. That sucks. There was no way to do it the other way. But like, if Wicker Folk could have crewed the Path Cruiser here too, it would have been sick. But this is fine. We have Wicker Folk and Ride's End next turn, so mill a card. They mill over the reanimation spell.
Could have picked a better spot.
All right, getting a little lucky this game. I guess more so that they're getting unlucky, but we'll take that. And here comes the Mutant Surveyor and the Lagak. This could be a 4/5. That's a pretty good block. I'm honestly a little tempted just to block with the Pit Automaton, making them waste their mana so they can't activate their Vanguard. I think that's worth it because so that way the chump block ends up being a card. Yeah, I like that a lot actually. And they agree. They're not going to pump it. So awesome. Free 2 life for us. They activate the Vanguard. Vanguard is pretty good here. They find a Battle Wagon. We draw a 1 mana starting column. This card's been awesome. Like really, really good. So Battle Wagon's gonna kill something here. We're incentivized to want to Rides End this Vanguard. They can't do it this turn though, so it doesn't really matter that much. Starting column for 1. We can go column is just mana neutral. Pathfinder can go get a Muldrifter, I guess. We just kind of just keep doing our thing.
Green means go!
Kind of like that. And this thing can block also, which is nice. So we also turn-dock it into the Path Cruiser. Oh, we're not that far from activating this also, which is a thing. But, all right. Let's go get, I think, just Hull Drifter. I just want the card that, like, draws. I have a lot of good cards we can get, but, like, I just want to draw. It's kind of like we used to Matron for Ringleader rather than Matron for the card that you wanted, because you just Ringleader into the card you got. So, right? Anyone? Album players? All right, I'm doing it. So take this, and then we just say go. We have good blocks, so they mill some more cards. They mill over a Pothole Mole and a. I mean. They have a lot of cards with it already, you know? Play land. Brood Wagon will kill what? Probably a Quick Welder. If they killed the column, that'd be kind of gas. Alright, so we're going to crew. Terror looks better. Oh, Packdoll Terror? I mean, like, we only have one other artifact in our hand. We can just draw a Packdoll Terror, you know? Like, so... Here's the Lagak. This is fine. I'm cool with this. I have no qualms with this. We could fire in the Cruiser and block this, but I think 2 a turn is like totally manageable, and Cruiser can block this thing. Or this. So yeah, it's fine. Take 2. Okay. They're at max speed. Not super relevant for a Golgariak. We untap. We draw a Ticket Tortoise, which is 2 artifacts. Yeah, I mean, Packdoll Terror would have been pretty great, but all right. We're just going to drift, I think, and draw 2. We have Rides End also, so... we didn't draw land. That's a tilt. Okay. Huh. About that. Tortoise would produce a treasure for us. I can go Tortoise and Wicker Folk. I probably should do that. Trying to save us for like, extra value isn't worth it, I don't think. But just like, put a thing in play and not die, you know? Here's Tortoise. Use treasure, here's Wicker Folk. Top cards, looking for lands. There's a land and a beetle. I mean, we were casting a beetle. I guess beetle, no. Beetle and Rides End next turn. And then beetle again. That's pretty sick. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. And then we could cycle trip up and just put the land in play. And we have 6 mana next turn for Ascendant and Beetle. Or double Beetle. This deck is something. We lose the blocker too, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. I don't think Trip is very good here compared to the other things that we're doing. Nothing like a top cycle, right? All right, play Blossoming Sands, gain a life, say go. Board is pretty good defensively. Then next turn is like Embalmed Descendant, Beetle into another Beetle. And a Ride's End. Those are pretty insane back-to-back turns, you know? They mill again, it's a swamp. They mill again, it's a Fang Druid Summoner. Activate Vanguard, awesome. They find a Gastral Raider. That's pretty annoying. That's my Ride's End. This card's so frustrating because it's like really bad, but when it hits, it's really good, but it usually doesn't hit. But, alright, they got us this time, I guess. So there goes Ride's End. That being said, our hand's still really good, so... This is Rise of a Dark Realm special guest card. There's a red one. Alright, so saddle up.
Alright, Dad, saddle up.
It's just fine. Just 2 damage. You know, we got bigger fish to fry, so that's fine. We can start looking for attacks too, honestly. So untap. We're already speeding. I would like to send in the Pathmaker. And maybe even the Drifter. Okay. Let's go 2/4 blocker. Embalmed Descendant. This thing has reach. Sneaky reach. Got it. Okay, never mind. So we'll just send the Pathmaker. The zombie, I guess? Like, their blocks here aren't great. They block with just a wagon, great. Block with 2 things, great. 6 is a lot, too. We've already double activated the Path Cruiser once this draft. I'd be happy to do it again. They just take 6. Woo! That's a lot of damage, friend. Alright.
Speed is essential, Lieutenant.
There's your Beetle.
Get out the way of me and my crew.
Say go. 15 to 11. It's not the first seed run that gets you, folks. It's always the second one. They're going to Vanguard again. Oh, it's so good for us. That's like sacking a clue to start your turn, but it costs 5 instead of 2. So you know that you're never desperate, but they also spend all their mana too. Engine Rat. Jungle Hollow. Rat is a little annoying, but like we have a trampler, so they might also have the that Golgari rare. I agree, but and another Vanguard. Sure, that's fine. All right, we're getting in for a lot this turn. We're also getting close to. I mean, it's funny because we're getting close to our Embalmed Ascendant. Oh my god, Embalmed Ascendant being a Blood Artist. We almost like don't want to trade that much yet. Let's see here. We just fire in for some huge attacks. Yeah, not yet. If we had full speed, they'd be dead, but we do have, we're a mana short of double activating the Path Cruiser. We can single activate it, just attack that way. I don't think that attacking with the, or beetling this turn is necessary. We can just Guardian, activate Path Cruiser, Crew Pathmaker, Crew Beetle, attack for a ton. We do want to get the the speed pretty badly, though. So we have this next turn. Yeah. Okay, so Guardian. Wooburg. Crew. I don't know why I tap. I just can't attack. That was a bad tap, though. I should have thought about that more. Pretty complicated board state. I'm going to tap both of these, too. I want to keep my 2-2 back to block. So, we are attacking for a lot here. We have good blockers back, too. Hero, thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome. Bronze to Mythic. What a game you walked into. My masterpiece Pathmaker Double Beetle deck. They fire up the wagon. Death Touch blocker's fine. This is good because I want to get that trample through. I mean, they should overblock the beetle. I guess they have this rat too, right? I guess it's a bad attack actually. The Death Touchers also. I guess it's a bad attack. Yeah.
Whoops.
I got a little excited here. Honestly, this attack looks pretty bad. Now that I'm actually doing it. It's fine. Like whatever. It's not that bad, but yeah. So might have gotten a little frisky. The board is still like pretty good for us, but I think that like it also didn't get any damage through from my I think we could have just set up better. Try to get the Blood Artist active before doing that, and then exchange wise, we just lost a lot of resources for not a lot of resources. Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad attack. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome to the show. They're vanguarding. This would have got speed to 3, but like I don't know how we're getting it to 4. That makes it our flyers are alive now, so I think we're still ahead. We're still in good shape, but I think that was not a great exchange for us. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for resub. Sizzy, man. Sure. Little do they know, we got one in the chamber still. And we just cannot draw land. We are just drawing gas after gas after gas. All right. We have the affinity card. We can't get that. Never mind. We have, what do we have left? We have 1 Pactol Terror, and that is it for the mage, which we can cast. So that's cool. Let's do that. And then the beetle will give us the Blood Artist next turn. Yeah, they actually like have Vanguard a few times now. They might have been through all of their spells at this point. Like, all right, play this. Speed goes up. I guess no reason to do this all pre-combat. That was stupid, but whatever. They have many cards in their hands. It's just a solid board. So, attack with the Flyers. Next turn we get max speed for the beetle.
I feel the need for speed.
They want a Vanguard, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, like they have like 5 or 6 lands unaccounted for. It's the thing, so it's a scary foot, sure. They're just small balling, you know. We're just going big, and they're just going too small. They've drawn like 5 cards like this already, but like it doesn't really matter. We have Haunt also. That's true. Ooh, they're coming in. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty happy blocking here. We do like this. Just take this, I guess. Sure. I think it's fine. What do you got? You want to pump 10 times or whatever? Go nuts, you know? It's kind of a weird attack, but like, if they sink all their mana into, like, dealing me 4 damage, like, or 5 damage or whatever, it's like, whatever, you know? We're gaining life next turn anyway. Here's a Scurry Foot. No, we need a card, too. So, yeah, this game's over, folks. This is it, folks.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
All right. Drain ya. Speeds up. And now my Blood Artist is on also. One baby to another. All right. This deck's kind of a masterpiece. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we finally feel some repercussions for our mana base. It's honestly maybe even a hand of the week. It's a pretty good one. That being said, I don't think it's like that far from a keep. Like we have a cycle. Need to draw. We have our double blue also. All right, yeah, we got a mulligans, I guess. All right, yeah, we'll this is the greediest card in our entire deck. It's been good, but it is pretty hard to cast. But we're gonna mulligan. That's fine. Sure, much better. Keep this. And what do we dump now? This hand's also really good. Pathmaker, Junker. I'll end up the Guardian, I think. Even though the Guardian's the most castable card, like, I'm just greedy. I don't have to tell you, folks. I'm just a greedy bastard. Just what I am, you know? All right, let's go. Keep my big cards. Quick Welder for days. They killed the Welder, we're gonna have a problem, but we're on the draw. Yeah, they got defensive creature, awesome. We draw Tron, awesome. Love it. All of our colors. They also have all their colors, so that's fine, I guess. Maybe just... We probably need to ride in the World's Wagon. I guess we could do it post-combat, right? Oh, there are a lot of colors, too. And we draw a Momentum Breaker. So we're going to go Quick Welder and then just Breaker plus Ride's End next turn. That's fine. All right, play the guys, they go. Man, I'm jealous of Lumbering World Wagon, right? That'd be great in our deck. What do you got, friend?
But it's all thanks to my crew, really.
Hello?
Yeah.
Stock Up! Woo! That's a good one, too. Stock Up is pretty insane. Just dig through time. I guess they're not going to crew, which is cool, so... And now I get to go Breaker to kill their Mangler. Just attack for 2 and have a Rise End up. That's great. I'm glad I was greedy with our hand, you know? Alright, so we draw Wicker Folk too. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we go land. I mean, now we should go Breaker into Wicker Folk. So... Break it.
I feel the need for speed.
So that's gone. And... They could have Ride's End, I guess. That would suck, but... I think it's still fine. Like... Obviously, it sucks given the texture of our hand, but... I don't know. It's pretty hard to play on that otherwise. I would say Embalmed Descendant's not very exciting, but the land is. So, they'll fire up their wagon. We'll Ride's End it. We should draw land for our Pathmaker. I don't know. I could buy not attacking there. That's reasonable. Alright, they're going to turducken.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
It might. Alright, so they turducken into the wagon. We Rides in the wagon. Yeah, I mean, good thing we got this thing down before they did this, right? But sure. So, get a Swamp Coward. Nah. Alright, so 14. Raw land. We're just attacking. Taking a lot in the backswing, but... And then we're going to do this now before they... I guess... That was a mistake. I could have just cast it for 5. So my immediate thought process was, I don't want to give them an attack trigger. Therefore, if it's tapped, they're already attacking, they get an attack trigger for a land. But I could have just cast it for 5. I mentally shortcutted. That was whatever.
Whoopsie.
My bad. Because I would have needed to like crew the Rambler and then crew this, so... That's a pretty bad mistake, actually. We'll see if it costs us, but... Go to 9. Oh my god. Alright. Fellow chucker, eh? They're chucking harder than we are. By chucking, I mean nunchucking, not like punting. Pathmaker for a... something. Scary. Could be anything. Could even be another Pathmaker, you know, like...
Keep the change, you filthy animals.
Rangers Refueler? Oh my god, their deck's really good. Alright, sure. I think we might just be dead here. We don't draw land. Oh my god, yeah, we're really dead. Alright. That's okay. I mean, in theory, we're dead to accrue. We can gain some life, but we could bolt the Thopter, make it hard for them to accrue. I don't hate that, actually. Let's just attack and bolt the Thopter. Sucks this is an artifact for affinity for this thing, but we kill this and like just hope they don't really have any creatures. They can make us a creature for at a great cost, but I think we're probably dead either way here. I don't know if we really got a way out of this game, but we've been hit hard on basically every front. They're beating us on cards, lands, board, like kind of got us on every angle here. So like best chance is we draw land and they don't draw a creature, which is extremely unlikely. So. Is this the play only vehicles challenge or something? I was unaware of that. So yeah, I can't be drunker. All right, they got us. GG. Yeah, Paul's doing what we're doing, but just doing better than we are. And our draw is kind of awkward and mulligan and stuff. So as it is. That's our deck. We're keeping. Oh no.
Now this is pod racing.
This card on turn 1 is like preposterous. All right, sure. Oh my god, they're coming at us. All right. Honestly, this card's not that bad on turn 3. It's 2 blockers, so stay alive, but if they have like good 3-drop here, we're probably in trouble. They have a tap land. Okay. Sure. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, we've drawn 3 non-lands, and they've come out of the gates 1, 2, 3 on the play with the best 1-drop in the format. That's not good. And you've drawn basically every hard-to-cast card in our entire deck. Oh my god, man. They have a bouncer here, too. Yeah, okay. So they're at max speed. We have nothing in play. We do draw land number 4. It is a Plains. This is like both of our green cards and like half our blue cards. If we draw a land, we get Junker next turn, which is a big deal, actually. If they could just like pump the brakes for a turn here. All right. So we take 8. The problem is the Flyer's just gonna get us probably. That's not bad. That's actually a really good draw. All right, hold on. Oh no, I can't. No. Never mind. It's not a good draw. All right. I forgot we needed an untap land. If this was like a Savannah that also gained a life, then we could Junker into Beetle. Oh my god. All right. We're actually still on board. Yeah, we can't do anything. All right. I mean, pretty unceremonious endings, but I think is actually a really good deck. I know our deck looks really like very silly and memey. I think our deck's actually great. Yeah, that's tough. The version only counters instant sorceries, so. Wow. They're actually scared of me having a removal spell. I just cast the Memory Guardian. Does that give us any chance of survival? I don't think so. Debris Beetle doesn't stop the Bastronaut. Haunt the Network, we can't cast. Oh, man. We like scared him off killing us. Junker kills. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Maybe they'll get scared again. I don't know what they want from me. We're a mana short of freaking casting the Junker. If we cast the Junker this turn too, probably still wouldn't be enough, but up to 4, it's just lethal in the air. Yeah. All right. I mean, you know, best one drop in the format on the play on a really good curve out is definitely going to be good against most decks. I think that this deck is really good, though. Obviously, this is an unfortunate loss, but we lost to a similar deck. What was our other loss? I forgot what our first loss was, but whatever. All right, so we went 4-3. We lost to, I don't recall what our first loss was to, but I mean, we lost to another really greedy deck that just did a better job than us doing their thing. An insane nut aggro draw in the play. I don't recall what the third loss was. That being said, I think this deck's actually really good. I know it looks pretty silly and messy. I think we could have had, like, you know, if we had like a second starting column and like another dual land, and then, you know, obviously our drifter was a little greedy also. But I think overall, like, this is not a bad way to draft this format at all. Where we're just at, like, you know, fixing good artifact stuff, removal spells, good top end, good things to play towards in the late game. And then, like, when you're playing a lot of colors, you just, like, have access to a lot of dual lands that are good for you, and a lot of gold cards as well. You know, we got late Debris Beetle pack 2, we just scooped it up. Cool, awesome, you know, so, or 3 or whatever. So, we also managed to double activate a Path Cruiser. That is true. We did that as well. So that's a good thing as well. But yeah, deck is actually really good. I think we probably should have done a little better than 3-4-3. You know, a second Grid Bauble would have helped too, I think. Just a little more, you know, having a base color in these sort of like splashy decks is really, really important. We have one base color and splash a bunch of stuff, but you always make sure you can do your things in your base color, right? Which we did. Basically, we have, you know, colorless card, black card, colorless card, colorless card, black card, black card, black card, as all of our 1s and 2s. So as long as we have a swap, we can cast our spells early, which is good. So, but yeah, deck was really cool. Deck was really fun. That's episode 10 in the books. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.